Welcome to episode 207 of Genius Take the Wheel. Wow. If you're part of the replay gang, I salute you. Thank you so much for continuing to support what I do here on this channel. Here in New York City, it's about 8:15 in the morning, roundabout 8:12 to be exact, on a Tuesday in January the 21st. It is, last I checked, it was 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep, it's still 10 degrees. Going up to a balmy 19 degrees Fahrenheit. So well below zero when it comes to Celsius or centigrade, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, I don't really seem to be too fresh right now. Catherine Anna Hauserman with the first comment of the stream. How you doing, lady? Good to see you. Today was a very important day for me, mentally more than anything, guys. Yeah, I'm about to tell you right now, Catherine. So, obviously, I want to talk to you guys about yesterday. Well, Sunday. I went really hard, and I talked to you guys about how great a day that was for me. And I had to kind of know when to kind of chill out. And thankfully I listened to my body, because it allowed me to have a really great chest day yesterday. I had an upper chest day that went better than expected, due in part to the fact that I used a little bit of stimulant pre-workout. Normally, when I take a stimulant-based pre-workout, is usually about 200 milligrams of caffeine. Yesterday, I usually try to stay away from using during the week. I'm trying to stick to using stimulants only on my super difficult, heavy leg day on Sunday. But I used a little bit because I didn't like how I performed on my last upper chest day. So I, used a little bit, not the same amount that I normally would, but roughly half, or 60% of what I would normally use on a stim day. And I went out there and, I gutted through 3 hard sets of incline chest press on the Smith machine at 225 pounds. What is that, 101 kilos, something like that? So, 102 kilos? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so, had a great chest day. I did the volume work on the Smith machine after that, and then I went and grabbed the 60-pound dumbbells and hit some more of that. So what is that, 26, 27, 28 kilos, something like that? It was a heavy, more volume than normal. My chest felt amazing. But then when I went to, my legs were like really sore all day yesterday because of the crazy leg work I did on Sunday. Well, when I was getting ready to prepare for today, and some of you guys that pay attention know that I have a client that I work with at 5 o'clock in the morning. So because of that, I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. And so when I was trying to wind down last night, which I had a difficult time doing, I had some really, unfortunate discomfort in my left knee, and I was like really unhappy about that. All right, so 120 pounds is 54.43. So yeah, like it's 27 and a quarter each dumbbell. So yeah, I wasn't too far off. I said between 26 and 28, and I was kind of in there. I was close enough, right, Catherine? I was close enough. I'm trying to be, a man of the world, not just a man of the United States. Trying to learn these conversions. So I knew that I had a heavy leg day today. My assignment was going to be 4 sets of 3, or a total of 12 repetitions on the leg press at 545 pounds. And I felt a bad feeling in my left knee that I really didn't want to feel. And it really made me feel discouraged, like I'm back here with this knee irritation again. And so, but I tried to quickly put the negative thoughts out of my mind, and then convince myself that, if I get at least 5 hours of sleep, that should be enough to let some of the soreness go down in my legs, and, really, have a good leg day, or at least a somewhat successful leg day. So that means that I would have had to go to sleep at 11:30 p.m. to get at least 5 hours of sleep, and that didn't happen. I think I got less than 4 hours. So that didn't feel great. But then, like, when I kind of figured that, I didn't want to put myself in a bad situation. So I did different things that would force me to wake up. Like, I drank a lot of water. Hey, Oscar, how you doing, buddy? I drank a lot of water before bed because I knew that my bladder would not let me stay asleep, which is important. I wanted to make sure that nothing was going to, have me sleeping through the alarm and then, missing work. So, I drank a shit ton of water before I went to bed. I took some, I guess sleep time tea. The ladies know what kind of tea it was. I don't know. But I got up in the morning. I went to work. My legs were still sore. And then I really started to dread today's workout. I just didn't know if I had enough. So when I left work, I was about to go to get the car, drive to the gym, and go do my thing. But halfway through work, my stomach started to bubble in a very uncomfortable way, if y'all know what I mean. Not a very great feeling. So I was like, well, I'm in trouble. So I got the car, I pulled out in front of my house, and then I went back into the house to go use the bathroom, which I knew was going to cost me some time. But I was like, well, I had to go take care of it. So I took care of that, went back to the car, went back to the gym, no good parking spots. And I was like, well, I won't have any extra time to hit this leg day. So I'm going to have to try to do more work than I've ever done in shorter time, which is not comfortable. So I got to get this 4 sets of 3 in here. Let's see what's what. So I get to the gym and it smelled like somebody took a liquid shit on the machine that I wanted to use. Like, that's what it smelled like. And I talked to the manager at the gym, and he said that there some sort of like sewage pipe burst the day before. And people were telling me like, yo, you think the smell is bad now? You should have been here yesterday. I was like, holy shit, literally, holy shit. So the smell is super bad. And I'm trying to get nose blind as quickly as possible because I don't need anything else distracting me, because the work was already going to be very hard to do anyway. So I started warming up. I did 10 reps at 135. I did 5 reps at 225, 5 reps at 315, 5 reps at 405. And then I skipped 495 and went straight to 545. And I really had to do a lot to mentally convince myself that I could do these 4 sets of 3. Now, you know, once I actually got on the machine, I really just tried to, you know, keep the I really just tried to keep the thoughts positive, and yeah, I'm just trying to keep the thoughts positive and put on my hazards, or at least neutral, so I could get through this shit. So I started the first set at the working weight, and as I got to the third repetition, I asked myself, could I shorten the amount of sets that I have to do if I just add 2 more reps to the set? Then I could just do 3 sets instead of 4. And this is like the constant battle in my mind to try to coax myself into doing what is just not easy, like going there and putting more and more stress on my body super early in the morning, literally 10 degrees outside, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So I took a deep breath, I waited like 10 seconds, and I said, fuck it. Sometimes you just gotta just say, fuck it. I inhaled deeply. I let the platform push my feet all the way down to my knees, went past my chest. And then I pushed out rep 4, and it's like, well, if I did the 4th rep, might as well do the 5th rep. And then once I got through that, that's when I knew, okay, I can do this. And so once, you know, for me, the first working set is the hardest out of them all. My body trying to acclimate itself to an amount of stress it's just not used to. So the first set is always the worst, the hardest set for me. So once I hit that third, 4th, and 5th rep on set 1, I was like, okay, I'm strong. I can do this. So I took a deep breath. You know, I kind of shook my legs out. I said, I'm going to do this. I hit the 2nd set. It was easier than the first. And then again, this is like an internal conversation that I'm having with myself. And I'm like, I said to myself, I did the first two. I only got to do this last one. And the hardest thing that I'll have to do all day is already finished. So I went out there and did an even better set on set 3 than set 2 than set 1. And it really made me feel proud of myself because I added 40% more work at a weight that I got injured on last September. I was leg pressing 545 when my left quad tendon started acting up. And I've been telling you guys for months that I'm rehabbing my quad tendon. Well, now I've surpassed my work capacity from before I got hurt just a few months ago. And then on top of that, I took off 2.5 plates. Went down to 315, banged out 2 more sets of 10. To the point where I knew I was squeezing the quadriceps muscles, but they had pretty much gone numb. Like, I didn't really feel shit. But my, sometimes I'll do like a tactile touch just to make sure that I'm focusing the contraction on the target muscle. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. So the only thing I had to do was just do like the leg curl, which, I moved up in weight on Sunday. So I did 3 sets of 5 at 100 pounds on my left leg and 3 sets of 4 at 100 pounds on my right leg. I do more reps on my weak leg, at least for right now, until I'm able to get the force production to be equal for my left leg and my right leg. And then I did the bilateral leg extension, the quad extension machine, 3 sets of 5 at 205. So I'm very, very proud of what I was able to accomplish today. And the reason I was able to accomplish it wasn't because of my body, it was because of my mind. I really willed my body to perform because the outside elements, I walked into the gym, my knees were stiff as icicles. I felt super cold. I knew I was going to warm up, but I was incredibly uncomfortable just walking from the car to the gym. I was not in like the greatest space of mind, so I was in that mode of trying to coax myself into getting the work done instead of explaining to myself why I should not. Like when I parked the car in the street in front of my apartment building and then went upstairs, I could have used the bathroom and then made a left, took 6 steps and went back to bed. I could have just went back to bed. But instead of hanging the left toward the bedroom, where there are squeezable butt cheeks that I could have put my hands on, I decided to make the right turn and then another right turn, put my coat back on, drink my pre-workout, drink the water, and head back out to the car. That, the car was cold by the time I got back to it. Drive my ass to the fucking gym and go and torture these fucking legs. That was a choice that I made. That was mental. Mental. My body did not get me through today's workout. Like I told you, once I got to like the second set of 10 on the volume sets, the deloaded volume sets, I couldn't even feel my quads anymore. But I just wanted it that bad. I wanted to, like I've been telling people, it's cold as shit right now. But But I know that summer is coming, and I need to make sure that my legs match my upper body. I can't be out here being a tall ass Johnny Bravo. Doesn't work. So I'm working super hard in these cold weather months to try to add some mass and some strength to these legs. And today would have been the perfect day for me to say, you know what? I'm going to skip today because I've made all my leg days for months on end. It's only 10 degrees outside. It's okay to miss today. I could have had that approach. But then I thought, well, why not go out there and get and earn what I've wanted for so long? 5 days from now will be the anniversary of me losing my father. He died on January 26, 2024. And I started this journey towards trying to get the biggest legs I can get a week after he died. And just kind of looking at the transformation, I'm going to continue to keep just pushing these muscles to their limit or very close to their limit. And I always think to myself, like, I really, really, really do wonder what my dad would say if he could see how hard I'm working, especially during a time where I'm very mentally weak. This is a very mentally weak time of the year for me. The seasonal depression hits me usually like a ton of bricks. But I'm trying to use every mental and physical trick in the book to try to have the healthiest winter psychologically as I possibly can. And I have to say, like, I think my dad would be absolutely proud of me if I could tell him, you know, I really did fear going through my first winter without you, but it was my best winter. Like, I learned how to be a mentally tougher, or maybe you could just say a mentally more flexible person. I'm learning. I'll be 42 years old this year. I'm still learning. There's so much about life that I have to learn. And I learned a really big lesson. I learned a really big fact, a really important fact about myself, is that there's another level to my mental strength. And I just reached another level today. It's almost like going from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2. That's what it felt like today. And I'm very proud of what I accomplished today. I'm going to try to eat, get some rest, because I know that when I go and do my hack squat on Thursday, I'm now expecting success. I'm expecting to smash my goals. I'm expecting to be stronger than ever, more resilient than ever, at a time where every guy that I've ever known has told me, oh, you're going to bounce back slower. You're not going to be as resilient past age 40. And these days, I'm like, yo, I'm just going to push. And when I'm done stressing myself out, I'm going to rest and let nobody else stress me out. And it's working, y'all. It's working. I am so close to reaching the legitimate 200 pounds body weight. I probably only need to gain between a half a pound and a full pound of like lean mass. So like when I weigh myself, I try to make sure that I'm dehydrated with empty bowels, with no clothes on, and then step on the scale. To me, I'm not 200 pounds until I can step on the scale with nothing in my system in the morning, step on that scale and see the first number be a 2. So I'm finally on my way. I'm finally getting closer to my weight goal. Obviously, I wanted to be at least 204 to 207 pounds by now, and I'm not there, but I'm happy with the progress I'm making. I know I will continue to keep making progress. And who knows, I had planned to go on a caloric deficit in the month of February through the summer months. But now I'm thinking, you know what? I think I might keep my calorie count at least close to the same where it is. Keep working, keep pushing. I'll be going away from maximum strength very soon into the straight up high volume hypertrophy work for my lower and upper body. And we're going to see what I look like May, June, and July. We're going to see. We're going to fucking see. But I'm willing to do the hard work on the days where it is easiest to skip the work. Today would have been the easiest day. Everybody knows how much I hate the cold. But I'm out here, 10 degrees, just fuck it. I'm going to show up to the gym, and then I'm going to warm up, and then I'm going to just let come what may. And today, I convinced myself that I have 40% more strength reps in me than last week, and I was correct. And I'm damn fucking proud of that. And that was going to make it even easier for me to hit my hack squat assignment on Thursday, make it even easier for me to hit that crazy squat day that I'm going to have on Sunday. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to do on Sunday. I just know it's going to be fucking heavy. I don't think I'm going to go above 275. I think that's kind of crazy. I think I'm going to stick around 275. Maybe get 4 sets of 3. I might even do 5 sets of 3. You know? All right. So, let's look at these comments before I get up out of here. For rough estimates, just divide pounds by 2. Yeah, it's actually 2.2 pounds. I know that. So I'm always trying to add that extra 20% to the times 2 in my brain. I'm like trying to do like multiple, math steps at once to make it look like I'm more intelligent than I actually am. Catherine says, how old was the pipe that burst? 90 years? New York wants to be glamorous, but it really is not. I was in New York the last time in 1999. I could not agree with you more. I've been to London now. I've been to Berlin. I've been to Miami. And these are the 3 biggest cities that I've been to that are not New York City. And actually probably the only cities I've been to that's not New York City. And I can tell you that when I come back to New York and I look around, I'm like, this is not the capital of the world. This is a second-rate city. Just on cleanliness. We're paying more in taxes than people that have more amenities in a cleaner city. We're paying more in taxes. I don't want to get too much into that today, but I could not agree with you more. Catherine also goes on to say, you can come to Columbia 2 hours daylight, get up at 0600 to 1800, then your seasonal affective disorder is cured. Yeah, the closer you get to the equator, obviously, it's just better. So yeah, I do agree with that. I could definitely dig that. But I'll let the New York State and city governments levy 2 or 3 more unnecessary taxes on me before I rage quit this city, like Louis Rossman did. Yeah, this place definitely makes me want to rage quit the city. But I hear you, Catherine. The pain is starting to build up in my legs now. Yep. I'm going to be hoping against hope that somebody is home and awake so that I can eat food, because I definitely need to recover from what just happened. Hey, Mrs. Evil is here. Thank you, Mrs. Evil, for coming through. Yeah. Guys, you know, when you, the tip that I have for you guys today, pause. Hey, yo. The advice that I have for you today is that I really want you to search the depths of your mind to try to be as honest with yourself to be as honest with yourself as possible about what you really have in the gas tank. If you really think you have 2 more reps in you, why not just do it? Why not just do the reps? If you have a goal and you're willing to do the extra reps, you're going to be that much closer to your goals. If you're willing to do just 5% more, 10% more, 20% more. You don't have to, hey man, you know, this weight is super heavy, let me just lift it 50 million times. Nah, just be honest with yourself. Do you have 5% more in the tank? Is the only thing that you have to pay is just a little bit more discomfort? Is that the only penalty to pay? Ask yourself that question. I am cleaning the floor. My back hurts a lot. I need to do it anyway. Yeah, that's a good comparison as well, because after the floor is clean and you're walking around and you're looking at it, you're going to feel a lot better that it got done than if you procrastinated and let it be whatever it was. And that's how it is in the gym too. So you can take a lot of these principles that I try to give you guys on this platform, and you can apply it to other areas of your life. Sometimes I know that like doing the hard work right now is like, I get it, but it feels a lot better than not getting it done on your terms. Right now, I am killing the leg game on my terms. And I'm dealing with the pain and the discomfort. It's a good pain and discomfort. It's not a bad pain. My joints don't hurt. It just feels like somebody is using is like using a car battery and wires to torture me by putting the electrodes on my quads. You know? It's just a little bit of torture. They're just trying to make me talk. Well, I'm talking to you guys today, and I'm telling you that you are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you think. And I'm going to remind you of that every other day, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Every week, I'm going to keep reminding you. I'm going to talk to you about how not easy it is for me to get up on days like this and just grit my way through the work. It is not easy. But there's a feeling of accomplishment that is more powerful than my need to go back to bed, to skip a leg day. When I look in the mirror and I see just how far I've come, pause. when I go out and I walk in the street and every step feels so sturdy and secure, I would not trade it. I would not trade this. This discomfort I feel in my legs, especially when I go to get out of this car. It's much easier to get out of the Benz than it is to get out of the Beamer, let me tell you. I'm proud of what I'm doing, and I want you to be proud of what you're doing. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. It's time to go home and eat and rest. Guys, work hard, eat and rest. Work hard, eat and rest. Please. That might be my new sign off. Guys, work hard, eat and rest.